Hey, welcome to another update of the Building from Scratch series. We're right now at month 7, so I'm calling it episode 7. And yeah, we had a huge month in February. We made over $1,300 in revenue. We did that with with a bit of help from Elon Musk. You can read that in the previous update. But so this month, I was expecting the revenue to come down. I'd also turned the ads a notch lower. So it was obvious that we weren't going to make that many sales or drive that much traffic. So what did happen, you'll discover right in this video. Okay, so let's start with the traffic. As you can see, the number of sessions has dropped a lot, 91% compared to February. That's because 1, we didn't do any Facebook ads, and 2, we didn't have a huge event like the launch of that new SpaceX rocket. So the number of sessions dropped sharply. You can see in the traffic graph that in the beginning of the month we were still getting some of that attention, and it dropped towards the middle of the month. Middle of the month is also when I turn off the AdWords ads, so you can see it being like a poor week right there, and then slowly climbing out with the help of some SEO work that we did. Besides the number of visitors, it's always important to also look at the quality. What do the visitors do once they're on a page? Well, here we can compare the pages per session, which has increased a little bit. We can see that the average session duration actually went up, and the bounce rate went down. So these 3 indicators both improved, which means that the visitors are of higher quality. That's often the case if you run Facebook ads. You will get a lot of drive-by traffic. That means people are there, and basically they will click on anything. So if your ad is there, people will come to the website, but a lot of them will just leave. It doesn't mean that they weren't the right people for your store, but just that, they weren't interested in what you had to offer right there. So we had a drop in visitors, but let's take a look at where those visitors came from. So we can see that the top 10 traffic sources, we can see organic traffic as the main driver, then still a little bit of Google AdWords, some direct. It's always hard to know where they come from. Then I have 3 referrals, and at the bottom 1 more referral. These are basically, this is from this site, from my own website, where I create the case studies. So that's good that we see more referral traffic, and it's something that I'd like to build more of, especially building traffic off of websites that are space related. Talking about my core traffic, my strategy remains creating ads for short term to help improve the website, create my email funnel, and make some sales. We've been doing that quite okay the last couple of months, maybe except for creating the email funnel. Second is organic. We want to build out the organic search in the long term, because it's really one of the basic foundational elements that a good store has. Cheap traffic coming from Google. Right now, organic search, you can see it tops the traffic sources chart, and it's basically powered by the products that are on the website. So we've had like the Starman, where you can see the Starman riding his Tesla in space. Those continue to do very well. And we have also blog content that's slowly climbing. Talking about new blog posts, I managed to put out 5 new blog posts. That's more than the 6 posts that I had planned. And while this doesn't sound that much, January and February had been pretty poor. I'd been really strapped time-wise, and I didn't get to put out a lot of new articles. So I'm happy that I still got a couple of articles out, and that I'm back in the article writing mode, or that I have found like a little bit of a rhythm. I've researched April already, and it's a pretty eventful month. There's about 11 articles on the content calendar for Apes in Space. So that's going to be a lot of writing. So I'm not sure if I'm going to hit all 11, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to put out a lot of them. So I've been repeating this as short-term SEO, long-term for about 6-7 months, and we're 7 months in, and I have to say that the SEO is slowly starting to climb, but 220 visitors a month isn't much yet. So I'm gonna have to do something extra on top of writing articles, and that includes also getting more backlinks. I currently only have a few referring domains to the website, to Apes in Space, and if I compare it to the smaller store that are also selling space posters, they also have like 10-20 domains. So probably I can already outrank them with the links that I have. But the question is, the real competition in the search results is from a couple of giant companies and giant websites. Basically, they capture any search related to posters. They've been at it for a long time, and they have, for example, one of my competitors, allposters.com, they have links from sites like the New York Times, followed links. So currently, with my efforts and my blog posts, I'm not going to outrank them. But what will happen if I get more links is that my blog content will get more visibility. I try to make the articles informative and pretty good, so they should start climbing, and that will get more traffic to the whole site, and I hope more sales. That I have a couple of ideas, and I'll explore more link building tactics during April. When it comes to email marketing, I still have a pop-up in place that targets new visitors. I only got 2 signups, which is okay. It's about 0.83 conversion rate. Before I was hitting around 0.5. So not too bad. Was expected with less traffic. Then Google AdWords. So I after last month, I had to reevaluate all the money that I was spending on ads. For Facebook, I decided to take a little break, and I might revisit that. But for AdWords, the traffic was a lot more targeted, and I did get sales in February. The campaigns brought in about 13 sales, but in total, it worked out that for each dollar that I spent, I only made back 60 cents in revenue. So that's in revenue. So I was losing all the money on that. And I made some rough calculation, and to break even, I need to make at least $1.5 for every dollar that I spend on ads. So there's, with my experience in AdWords, I need to limit the number of keywords, and I need to really lower the cost per click. That requires time, and I didn't have a lot of time in March to go through the campaigns and make these tweaks. So I hope to get some time in April to do those tweaks. So for the time that the campaigns were running, I made like 1 order. But that worked out to 0.4 return on ad spend. So for each dollar, $0.4 dollars back. Totally not enough. April, I'll also try to launch shopping campaigns. When it comes to my social media follower accounts, nothing much happened. Basically went backwards a little bit, picked up a couple of followers on Instagram, but nothing much. So I cut a lot of costs. I cut the Facebook ads, I cut a lot of the AdWords ads, and I cut some apps. So here's what the financials look like. $204 coming in, by $235 going out. So that's a loss of $30. Here you can see, like, I made 5 orders, 5 sales in total, what did I spend it on? Printful, this is my printer, Shopify, Privy, and some money on Shopify and Stripe for processing the transactions. Merchandise, I've added about 14 posters in March. Total is now at 100 posters, so hooray, we've broken it. Since the SpaceX posters have been pretty popular, I decided to focus and see like what other cool posters we could provide from them. So I added a lot of them. So that's most of those 14 new posters. I didn't, talking about the effort and the time that I spent on the store, I didn't spend that much time. I spent about 4 hours and a half, and half of that, more than half, was spent on content, a little bit on adding the new products, and the rest on other marketing related efforts. Mostly, other types of work. Talking about psychology, that's always the concluding part. So February was a huge month. And I really loved trying new things and making a lot of sales and seeing new traffic and exposing the store to a lot of new people and getting good feedback. But then when I put together last month's report, I actually saw that I lost kind of a lot of money. Not a lot of money, but a lot more than I was expecting to, and it kind of bummed me out. So I had a lot of other projects coming up in March, so it was kind of hard to put a lot of effort into the store. But when I'm writing the report right now and comparing what I did last month, it shows actually all the things that I said I would do and I didn't do. So it kind of motivates me a little bit more to start working on a store or giving it the time it deserves. And also to make the updates more interesting for you. Like if I can try more things, I've got more things to report on. So April's report, I've already been working. We're about 11 days into the month, and I've already been working hard on the store, so you can expect a good update from me. That's it. As a bonus, I want to hit $1,000 consistently a month in sales from my store by the end of December 2018. So right now we're at 200. It's only 9 updates away, so it's clear that I need to do a lot of work. So be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to see more videos, but also subscribe to the email list. You'll get notified of the monthly updates, or sometimes I'm also putting out in between updates around the store. So be sure to sign up and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks.